It's important to advocate because we have the power to transform the system that affect us and to change lives. Our policymakers hear all the time about things in the system that aren't working, but they don't often get to hear directly from us and how that impacts us.
In order for things to change, you need to be able to speak up about it. What I love about everyone from Mockingbird is we all have this common goal of wanting to change the foster care system for the better.
It is important to share your personal experience with policymakers because your experience is what connects you to a piece of legislation.
Hi, my name is State Representative Chris Corry. One of my favorite parts of the job is getting to interact with my constituents, and that's important because it impacts the work I do in Olympia. I'm hoping to hear more from youth around their engagement in the foster care system and changes that need to be made. I say that as a foster parent and as a legislator who's worked on foster care issues. There's really no better voice than someone who's been through the system.
My name is Senator Judy Warnick, and I love it when I have interaction with young people. I like to hear directly from them what's happening in their lives and how I can help make it better for them. I make my policy decisions based on what I hear from my constituents.
Hi, everybody. Senator Mona Das. We need to know what's on your mind. We are definitely not mind readers, and we are here elected by the people to serve the people. Your advocacy is extremely important. And so the more that we hear from and the louder your voices get, the better we can represent you. The bills that we pass and the legislation that we propose is mostly for the future. So please share your stories of yourselves, what you're struggling with, your hopes for the future. And it's the stories that you share with me that really make a difference.
My advice to folks who are meeting with their legislators for the first time is just to be open and be yourself.
The idea of meeting a legislator sounds pretty daunting at first, but the more you think about it, they are there to help you. Some advice I would give you when you are talking to a legislator for the first time would have to be just being prepared to ask questions to them, but also being prepared to answer some of the questions that they have.
Having my notes and knowing what I was supposed to say made it easier on me to be less nervous, and I felt a lot more prepared.
Don't be nervous. We know these issues inside and out, and we're the expert on all these topics.
Be you. Use the power of your story and personal emotion attachment to the discussion to be of ultimate power of persuasion when trying to gain support from your legislator.
Yeah, they may be policymakers, but deep down, they're normal people because they're there to listen to you and create a better future.
So when you meet with your legislators, remember that they are just people. We have a title. I'm a senator, but that doesn't mean that I'm not a grandmother, not a mother. I am a person.
You would never know by looking how I'm dressed, but I love building Star Wars Legos with my kids. Tell them about your lives. Tell them what you're into and why you're doing what you're doing. I think that will really make your case, your story, your advocacy even more impactful on the legislators you're meeting with.
What's most important to you? That's what I want to learn about.
This is something that I'm so proud of you as youth and young folks to get engaged so early. So stay engaged. I'm so impressed and so honored and proud to serve, and so impressed and honored and proud of you for being great advocates for your communities.
Even though advocacy requires patience, time, and hard work, it is important to draw attention to important issues and direct policymakers to the solutions so that evolutionary social change can take place.
Even if it's something that doesn't personally affect you, everyone has the ability to advocate for a better future.